Welcome back to Let's Play Hot Wheels Track Attack for the DS. Think a bit more about Race Cam. And I wish we could have more robot companions helping us out on this journey. It's been too long since we've seen Gearhead. But hey, Race Cam's here, so we have somebody with us at least. So we just did a hot lap, so let's try to do something different. Elimination, we can do another elimination. Token grab, we did that quite recently. I'm trying to get this thing on the left, I cannot do it. It is not possible. Why is pressing left when I'm here bring it up there? Like, there's no way of knowing which directions I'm actually pressing based on where... You guys watching at home have no way of knowing which directions I'm actually pressing to move the cursor to wherever it's moving. Checkpoint. Checkpoint would not be a bad idea either. Actually, yeah, let's do checkpoint. If I get to it again. There we go. Pressing right when I... Okay. Just a moment. Pressing right here brings me there. Pressing right here brings me there. Pressing right again brings me there, which makes sense. Pressing right when I'm here brings me here. Then down here, pressing right again. Then down here, pressing it again. Then here, then here. Why, game? Why? I guess it's just something to throw that off our trail. The Governor and 16 Angels have faith that we can overcome these petty obstacles. At the same time, perhaps, he's trying to train us to deal with whatever problems arise, or whatever difficulties. Just like So Fast did, and beat that all that time ago. No one knows what happened to So Fast. Maybe it gave up in... Well, yeah, maybe it just gave up in shame after the calamities happened that were the events of Beat That, console, and DS. After the bowling alley was destroyed, much like many areas here were prior to the Governor and 16 Angels rebuilding. But hey, we're getting everybody together. Maybe you won't see So Fast this game, but maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to convince them to be on our side yet again, help us out, get us on that prowess that was so exceptional, that led the effort, the initial effort against that. In fact, potentially aside from the Golden Tetrad, who might have known what was going on the whole time, whatever they were doing throughout the entirety of Beat That, you know, at the very least, So Fast had things right, and was the one to share it. Alright, so checkpoint, we just did a checkpoint, hot lap, race. I want an elimination or a race. Did I do a race or an elimination last? Did a race, let's do an elimination. Alright, so I don't think there's anything new for us to mess around with. Off-roader. Yeah, I want super heavy if I want to have an off-roader. I'm pretty sure Super Heavy wasn't in this. Actually, it might have been. Was it? There was some car that appeared in Snow Track Challenge, a heavy car that is in this game actually, I think about it. So, whenever they appear, we'll send them a line and all that. We'll see. But for now, we just have good old Roger Dodger with us. These guys will hopefully suffice for the time being. Have you ever seen the true skill of Race Cam Unleashed in any case? Race Cam has piloted a vehicle on its own a few times, but at the same time, we've always been under the impression that Goofy Rainstorm himself is not quite so skilled, so who knows. Also, that darn shark guy again. That, leave us be. Oh, ah! Oh no! Ah! It's okay. Alright. I mean, it's not okay. Nah. But we need to... Darn it! Do what we can, make what we can of... the golden... Well, I also want to call them the golden duo, but there's more to the golden than that. But the two of the golden trio, 16 Angels and Governor, that overtook the digital space. Let's make use of their trust, so somebody else pick up more tokens. It's not a good thing. Might need to rely upon somebody else a bit more capable eventually. Okay, how are you supposed to pick that thing up? That thing is way in the sky. But for now, these two are what we have. course, they can have their own motivations. The race cam, of course, being a robot, may have always held certain sympathies with the likes, such as with the likes of Gearhead. Who knows? They never had an opportunity to interact, as far as we know, though. For the time being, though, let's not worry about that. Anything over here? There was actually token I missed in another area. I think I've kind of missed my opportunity to pick it up anyways, because if anybody else has gone through there without taking the jump, then they've gotten it already. So it's not a token pick up here. Anyways, kind of in one big pack. It's concerning. Still no idea how I picked this one up. Like, look at that, it's way high up in the air there. What do you do about that? So it seems like we've picked up most of the tokens there to be had here. And we are cleaning these places dry of the tokens, though. Everybody's up for them. Everybody wants them. Yeah. Fall out of the world. Did that happen once? That did happen once, but that was just that, trying to mess with us in strange ways towards the end. We should be okay now. So let's see if stones are collected. It's not. Aha! Last token. So I think that's all the tokens here. Unless there's something I missed inside, like some kind of destroyable box or something, or barrels. It's totally possible. So where's behind me now? Potentially that darn shark, if that's been accruing power. I'll have to do something about them. By that I just mean not get passed by them. Yeah, there is that one token that nobody ever managed to get because it's just up in the air for some reason. It's unfortunate that things have to be that way. Maybe it's just a puzzle that 16 Angels and the Governor expect us to overcome, but that'll be an issue for another day, I suppose. Who did get second, though? He was behind us that whole time. Asphalt is up. So nobody notable just yet has joined us again. It'll happen eventually. Okay, back up to the desert. By the way, if you're wondering why I keep passing this city, I think I've talked about this before. Pressing up here brings me here. Stone City. But I can also press left and right, and that works just in a pretty sensible way. Pressing up here brings you to city. Pressing down here brings you to Rainforest. Anyways. Race. Token grab. We haven't done token grab in a while, actually. I don't really need the tokens right now, especially, but I mean, we're gonna get some use out of them eventually, I suppose. So let's do what we can. Maybe Drifting Ryan Storm can do a bit better than he did last time, trying to pick up these tokens, because he didn't do the best when he was in the jungle recently. He did better than, well, he did good enough, strictly speaking, to get the 10 tokens that were needed at minimum, but more is better. So let's see what we can make of this. Alright, so I believe there were 15 tokens here last time we were here. And Vert Wheeler managed to pick up all of them. It's not why there are 2 counters for tokens on the top screen right now. One on the bottom left of the top screen and one on the top right of the top screen. And this is one of those games where there's not really a purpose for having a bottom screen. It's not made as a DS game, which to be fair, I don't think I'd want the step touch controls for racing. In fact, and I know I wouldn't, because I won't be able to control it reliably at all with a mouse. Let's leave that one be. But at the same time, like, just leaving the bottom screen not useful for anything. Lots of games that really just never need to be on the DS, despite being on the DS. What you see is the bottom screen is used for maps and things like that, which is precisely what happens in this game as well. 14. So not quite as good as Vert Wheeler, but still something to be praised. Alright, so back to the beach. It's always nice coming back here. I like this place. Alright, so we can do a race next, I think, or a hot lap. Is there another hot lap we haven't actually done yet? Yes, there is. Let's do that. Like those stats, man, there's improvement to be had here. But it's gonna be some time before you see that. Well, who knows how much time actually. It's gonna be some amount of time. Some non-zero amount of time. That's all I can really say. Alright, I said I can make this turn a lot better than I can in the console version, to say the least. Wasn't actually trying to make that jump there. And it's just gonna be tokens at the same. Oh, it does actually give me the token. Okay, that's strange. But it loses me time. I can go a lot more slowly. Not going on the right here because that's way slower. Zoom! Some good air time. Why are the target times 140 though? I still don't quite get that. Like, I'm beating them by a minute. Like, I could easily beat all of these with a starting car. No doubt. Whatever. I guess as long as we manage to keep that power down low enough, there's not going to be a threat. We can keep things easy for ourselves. At the same time, we need to be trained. We need to be prepared for the worst. Whatever's coming for us. We still have... only like a third of the tokens. Which is interesting, because I feel like we have well over a third of... Well, look in the top screen, the bottom left of the top screen. Of the red tokens, I feel like we have about a third, don't we? We have over a third, or under a third, just under. But then we look here, we have 60 out of 150, 50 out of 150, 50 out of 150, so that's about a third. Nice, that sound, yeah, I guess, yeah, that sounds about right, actually. Never mind. So, we're about on pace, I think, as to what we were doing in the console version, which is interesting. Didn't expect the race to take about the same amount of time and all that. But in any case. So tokens, hot lap. It's an actual race now, I think. I go to that bottom right thing. There we go. Checkpoint. Could have an actual race now. Alright, so off we go. I like that this is so much more transparent about how do you unlock things and all that, though, like how you get which cars when. Presumably, we had the same unlock scheme for the console version, but the game just never told us. And then at the same time, we also have stats actually told to us outright, so we know which cars are better in which cases. Look at this guy, man. Stupid shark thing. Did we ever see the crocodile one, actually? I wonder if we did. Whatever. Ah! Something's been taken from us. I think I might just end up saying that red car there. I don't know what it's called, though, unfortunately. I'm not going to hear what it's called here because it's giving us the title the names of cars are when you complete a level. But that's probably the one I would say is Danny, if Danny's going to be here with us, because that's the closest thing to Suzuka, I think, we have. In fact, that's probably what I'll do after the shameful display he had and beat that on getting so much slower after that jump. Get moving. After that shameful display and beat that, he never quite recovered from. Might be time to see him again. Good old Danny. So no idea how we're supposed to pick that up. It's just never gonna happen. Maybe it's just a distraction for that. Maybe we need to figure out what is and isn't a distraction. Tables are being turned. That is the one that's being faced with psychological warfare now. Of course, things are all going to change as soon as we get out of here. Talk about how we have so much power over that right now and how things are so easy going, but it's not always going to be the case. Surely. Anyways. But yeah, I would like to see good old Danny again. It's been too long, man. It's too long since we had any meaningful interaction. But at the same time, I am also very happy to get to see Drifting Ryan Storm Race get some actual attention, because that never really happened before now either. Acknowledge their existence. Closest we got was British Drifting Ryan Storm, which is entertaining. The highlight of that alternate universe. Most definitely. That wasn't much on its own. Not that these guys are doing a lot much either, actually, but they're contributing. We get to see them actually making worthwhile efforts and contributions like they never did before. We can only wonder, though, if what we saw in the alternate universe with Drifting Ryan Storm and Burt Wheeler having their struggle for protagonism, we can only wonder if that's going to happen, and if that's going to be prophetic for what happens among the two of them once they meet. Well, they've already met, I guess, but once they interact more in this universe as well. Time will only tell. Only time will tell. So unfortunately, after I finish this race, that's going to be it for this recording session, so I'm going to have to wait and try to remember for a week that the next guy that we're going to have with us is going to be Danny. Oh, sorry, I picked this one up. Darn. Stay ahead. I'll probably try to do something like giving him upgrades or something. Maybe. But I would also like to start with him without upgrades. I usually do a pretty good job of remembering most of the things I want to remember for these Hot Wheels games over the course of the week, so I probably won't do anything to remind myself. I'll probably just hold faith that I can actually remember that, which I surely will. And of course, I'm saying like we're actually going to be able to play as Danny as soon as we get our hands on him too. No, that's not what I meant to say at all. I'm saying that as if we're going to be able to do that starting like right now. We're not necessarily going to unlock that right now. We might unlock Danny's car right now. Twin wheel. Oh! Or we can have that. Okay. So we'll hold off on Danny for just a little bit, but the mysterious and ever so interesting twin wheel just popped up too. We'll also give them some attention. See what their stake is after having appeared so many times without really a single word. Very interesting. In any case, that'll be it for this episode. Let's play Hot Wheels Track Attack. I'll see you guys next time in the DS. In the DS version of Hot Wheels Track Attack specifically. I'll see you guys next time in the next episode when we start off. We get our introduction to Twin Mill. 3 this time, but let's just ignore the numbers. We'll see what comes of that, and maybe we'll get a little bit more insight to their history, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just get to know them a little bit better, and then if they stay with us, if they stick with us into further adventures, maybe we'll learn a bit about them then. After all this time, they're not the only mysterious ones we've encountered, though. In any case, see you then, guys.